What up, guys? Welcome back. So today we're talking about another pair of SoundCore earbuds. We just dropped a video on the Sleep A10s. The Liberty 4s dropped the same day. $150 for these earbuds, stem style, and they're another pair of bangers from SoundCore. SoundCore is putting everybody on notice. They are doing big things in the audio space. I say it in pretty much every video. And today we got another one. The Liberty 4s, let's talk about them. Guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that like, drop a sub. Let's check out the Liberty 4s. Stem style earbuds here. You can see we have high-res audio wireless. So these do support LDAC if you have a device that does support LDAC, like an Android device. Hear ID, ANC, transparency mode on these. We'll get into the specs in a minute. Just take a look at the packaging. On the back, it does give us a little bit more about what these have to offer. Spatial audio on here, heart rate sensor on here. So we are tracking our health with these. You can set up workouts inside of the app. Of course, the fantastic SoundCore app, like we have here, heart rate tracking, wellness app, a workout app. We get some extra silicone tips. We also get the user's manual and, of course, USB-C to USB-A to charge. And then we do have the actual Liberty 4s. That matte black finish on here, that branding, that sliding case that you can see that light up where the ear tips are. You can see a little lighting in there. It looks very nice and very clean. The stem style earbuds here, guys, you know how I feel about them. The branding here on the actual stem. We slide it closed. The port on the back, these do support wireless charging. By the way, battery life on here, 9 hours with ANC off, 7 hours with ANC on, and you're going to get about 28 total with the case with ANC turned off and about 24 with ANC turned on. Now the rest of the specs on these earbuds. So price again, $149.99, Bluetooth 5.3. These do have the SoundCore app. That is, in my opinion, the best app you're going to get right now. Other companies are catching up, but SoundCore is just doing it right with the app, and they have for a long time. ANC, transparency mode, spatial audio, 3 mics on each earbud with ENC to give us good call quality, dual dynamic drivers. These are just feature packed. LDAC support, multi-point in-ear detection. You can use one earbud at a time. Wireless charging. We talked about the battery life, 9 hours with ANC off, 7 with ANC on. Quick charge feature, 15 minutes will give you 3 hours of battery. Now, these do have squeeze controls. So you're going to take these out and you are going to squeeze on the stem, and you do have the capability inside of the app to go in and customize and change how you want that to work. So 1 squeeze, 2 squeezes, or 3, and it works good. It works very well. I prefer the tap to touch, but squeeze controls can work well, but it does take some getting used to. Now, if we take a look at the actual earbuds here, you can see we do have the silicone tips that are actually a different color, which I like. I like that two-tone look on here, but again, very small, very clean. I just like how these look. You guys know I don't mind stem style earbuds, so we're going to throw them in. You guys can get a look and see they're very lightweight, and you can see the stems not that long, right? They're still stems, but they're not as long as some of the other earbuds out there. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment whether you prefer stem or the other style of earbuds. Now we are going to start with a mic test, but I just wanted to show you multi-point really quick. I do have an iPhone here. You can see on top, SoundCore Liberty 4, we are connected, and the Liberty 4 on the S22 Ultra. So we are connected to both devices at the same time, but let's just start with a mic test. All right, guys, so 3 mics on each earbud, and these do have ENC to help drown out some of that outside noise. And the mics on here, I think, do a very good job and give me a clear sounding experience when I'm on the phone. And let me know what you think. Drop some comments. Is it clear? Does it sound good? But this will give you an idea of what it sounds like on a phone call. All right, guys, let's check out the SoundCore app. So some new features on here from previous versions of earbuds, the SoundCore Wellness. So we are geared and moving in a direction of a healthy body, a healthy lifestyle, tracking your workout, things like that. We'll talk about that. We'll take a quick look at that. Spatial audio now on these, which I'm a big fan. I've been using spatial audio on these for weeks, and I'm a big fan of how it sounds. Of course, the touch controls, Hear ID, ANC. We have different modes with ANC and transparency mode and normal. Now, the settings tab up top here, if we click on that, in-ear detection, you can go in and turn that on and off. Again, if you pull your earbud out, the music will pause. Once you put it back in, it will play. You do have a fit test. Dual connections. You have multi-point connection, which I just showed you. Your prompt tone, you can power these off automatically within a certain time period, and you can update your firmware, and this is where you want to go. So let's talk about the Hear ID. So if we click on Hear ID and you go into mode or strong, you can see we have an adaptive mode and a manual mode. I prefer manual mode because I could just choose whether I want strong, moderate, or weak ANC. And we'll talk about, we might as well talk about the ANC on here now. The ANC on these is really good. Now, it's not top tier. It's not going to compete with the big boys, but it is right underneath them. I think the ANC does a very good job, and even some high-pitched sounds it does a good job at. Now, if we go into adaptive mode, you can see it will automatically adjust to the most suitable noise canceling mode for the surrounding noise level. So it will listen to what kind of sound you have around you, and it will adapt the ANC and change the ANC depending on what it hears, which is very, very cool. Now, in transparency mode, you can go to fully transparent, or you can go to vocal mode. Now, fully transparent, it does let in some white noise, a little more white noise than we do on vocal. Vocal is a little more natural sounding, not as loud of outside noise coming in. Either way, you might prefer one or the other. I don't mind either one, to be honest with you. Now, in sound effects, you do have the spatial audio. So if you want to listen to spatial audio, you can turn that on. And you also have a fixed and a head tracking and a movie mode and a music mode. And the spatial audio on here I like very much. Hear ID sound, this is where you can go in and you can personalize your sound. Just on same as previous versions. Now we have the default, your bass booster. This is their presets. We all love SoundCore's presets on here. Very good, very cool. And of course, the custom EQ. You can go into the EQ slider and change it and get these to sound, well, pretty much how you want. There is a certain sound to these, but you can adjust it and change how it sounds. Now the controls, single, double, and triple for your left and your right. So you do have to mix and match and get these to kind of work the way you want. And your SoundCore Wellness. This is the wellness part of the app. So weekly activity, you can go in and it'll give you a week, a month. It'll take and keep track of all kinds of your workouts. Now, I don't really use this for my workouts because I'm just doing something else at the moment. You can start your exercise. It does give you kind of a stress test and your heart rate monitor. I love what they're doing here with the health and wellness section, bringing that into wireless earbuds. Are you kidding me? I'm here for it. All right, latency on these earbuds. Look, I don't really play games on my phone, but if you do, Call of Duty or anything like that, you should be good to go. Heavier games, you might find a little delay between audio and video, but watching content like we have here with Tech Odyssey, no issues at all. All right, guys, let's talk about sound quality and volume on the Liberty 4. So volume-wise, they're loud. You're not going to have an issue with how loud these get. You guys know I like loud music. These get loud. So there's that. Now, sound quality on here, again, you do have presets. You can customize the sound in the EQ settings and, bring up your mids, your highs, whatever you want to bring up. But out of the box, these things sound good, man. SoundCore's sound, it's always good. And these aren't bangers. These aren't bass cannons, but there's some good bass on here. They punch. They can get a little bright depending on how you EQ it. So just watch out for that because they can get a little bright, but it's clean and it's crisp and it's clear. The mids sound really good. There's some detail. There's some separation. Overall, these sound really good. These are a great pair of earbuds, and these are feature-packed. LDAC support. So if you have an Android device that supports LDAC, you're going to get better sounding audio than SBC and AAC on, say, an iPhone. So look, what do we get with these? We're getting in-ear detection, wireless charging, really good battery life, ANC, ambient mode or transparency mode, whatever you want to call it. A wellness app, a wellness feature in here with a heart rate sensor, spatial audio, feature packed, man. I hope I went over everything because there's so much to go over. Multi-point connection. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention when it comes to the sound quality, these have dual dynamic drivers. So you're going to be able to tune the bass without disturbing the mids or the highs. And then you're going to be able to tune the mids and the highs without disturbing any of the bass. Like, these things are clean. They are legit, solid, and really good pair of earbuds. Again, from SoundCore. They just keep bringing the heat, man. That's it, guys. The Liberty 4s. Let me know what you think. I'll be back soon. Peace.